Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Jarrett Goes to the Movies, a weekly podcast where Jarrett Reddick and friends get together and talk about a movie that they watched that week. Plus, whatever the hell else is on their minds. Get ready for the best hour and a half you'll have in the next hour and a half. Here they are, Eric, Casey, Sean, Amy, and because he's famous, his name's on the show, Jarrett. Welcome to Jarrett Goes to the Movies.
And now, Jarrett Goes to the Movies presents everyone's favorite podcast game show. It's time for 5 questions, where we ask 6 questions, and the high score is 7. Here's your host, Jarrett Reddick.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Welcome to 5 questions, where we actually end up asking 7. It's so confusing. And we change the rules all the time. Yeah, as I said before, this wasn't even supposed to be a game. I was just trying to take up time, like the 3rd episode, and then it got made into this game, and here we are still doing it. But that's fine. We have fun. We are laughing. We are great. Funnily enough, now this, I haven't actually looked at your stats in a while. But I have to say that, Wendy, you used to not be very good. And you are doing really, really well. 24 attempts and 10 wins out of that. You're batting 4,400. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not doing the batting thing. Anyway, you're doing really good. Wendy Madda is here. Hello, Wendy.
Hello, Jarrett.
How is Cleveland? Is it still rocking?
It's cold here.
Yeah.
The wind chills have been in single digits, so
Jesus
it's been
Christ.
a little chilly.
Yeah.
I actually got my booster shot on New Year's Eve, got sick and COVID all at the same time right after I got my booster.
Weird.
So
That's
fantastic.
That's what happened to Amy.
I got COVID 2 hours after I got my booster.
Yeah, and it happened to
I had it before.
It wasn't quite 2 hours. It felt like that, Amy, but it hit me the second, really. And then the good thing is I can work at home. So I worked even though I was sick. I didn't even get a COVID test right away. So now I'm past really my quarantine because I was sick that whole time. So
yeah.
But that booster shot knocked me down for sure.
Yeah, it's funny, the rules and shit too. Now they're just like, look, if you fucking feel like you have it, just act like you have it now.
Yeah, but then no, they changed the quarantine to 5 days only if you're asymptomatic.
Right. Yeah. The whole thing is fucked.
I got my first symptom 6 to 7 days after I tested positive.
I was actually thinking about this, but you go back to the beginning of this whole thing 2 years ago or whatever, and I remember Rob and Jackie, my bass player and his wife, were going to the grocery store, coming home, taking off all of their clothes before they entered into their house,
spraying everything
going
with Lysol,
down, and then wiping everything as it came.
I sprayed my Amazon packages for a week.
Yeah,
I was this is stupid.
We talked about that, right?
Yeah.
We were all just like, "Oh, you're spraying that? Okay, well, all right, well, fuck, well,
dumb.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know. We don't even fucking open our Amazon. I don't know what the shelf life of COVID is, but it takes us 2 weeks to open up an Amazon box.
I think you actually have a good system.
Probably good. I really just had I swear I coughed for 2 days, and then I had a runny nose. It really, everything I would have said no to COVID, but the test said otherwise.
Well, they say just
other than that, I'm feeling much better, but it's cold in Cleveland and it's for sure wintertime.
Well, I am glad you're feeling better. Tonight, you will be up against a very, very good player, and who will tonight receive his first ever 10th appearance pocket plaque. Dom Petretta is here, everybody.
Oh, wow. It was 10 attempts. Sorry.
D's Nuts is there. Yeah. So this is a big night for
nuts.
you. It is a big, big night for you. So welcome. And, of course, everybody's favorite sponsor tier participator, Lindsey Sponsel, is here, who is 25%. Now, here's the thing. I give Zaldor a bunch of shit, but he is also at 25%. He just happens to have played 25 times, but he has won 6 times, guys. It's Zaldor Lesalewski. But guys, this is going to be fun. We're going to talk about the movie Meatballs, of course. You guys all know how to play. Does everybody have your pen and paper? Yes, you do, because you're all glorious, glorious, glorious peeps. All right, guys. Here we go. Question number 1 will, of course, be about the movie Meatballs. In the movie Meatballs, which cabin has the equipment and the drive, but not the experience? Okay, Dom, what did you say?
I said B11.
Okay, good guess. Lindsey, what did you say?
Cabin 11.
All right. Zaldor.
You want the cabin number? I put 14-year-old girl cabin.
All right. And Wendy, what did you say?
I put the same thing Les did, 14-year-old girl.
Well, you guys are correct. 14-year-old girl cabin is correct. It's the 14-year-old girl cabin. And just the conversations in there make you never want to send your children to swim away camp or sleep away camp ever. All right, guys, very good job. This next, all right, guys, this is a pretty hard question. Number 2, of course, about the movie Meatballs. In the movie Meatballs, when Tripper and Rudy are playing blackjack, the first thing that they are playing with is peanuts. But tomorrow, they're going to raise it to some real stakes and bet what? Okay, Lindsey, what are the real stakes? What are they going to bet?
I said
Zucchini.
quarters.
Okay. Oh, okay. Wendy, what did you say? Quarters? Zaldor, what did you say, Zaldor?
I'm going to say almonds or D's nuts.
All right. And
That's me.
Dom, what did you say?
I channeled Vinny here. I got no fucking clue.
Guys, Lindsey is right. It was zucchini. Zucchini.
Good job. That was a hard question.
Very, very hard question. Guys, all right. So everybody but Dom is on the board, but we're only on question number 3. And as always, you guys can, anybody can win at any time. And I am rooting for all of you. Here we go, guys. All right. The Camp Mohawk. They must to go to Camp Mohawk. You must have, it's a 2-year waiting period. You must be voted in. And how much does it cost per week to go to Camp Mohawk? All right, guys. Zaldor, what did you say?
I said $1,000 a week.
All right, Wendy.
$1,000 a week.
Dom.
All right, this one I got $1,000 a week.
Lindsey.
$1,000.
That's right, guys. Shenanigans. I'm sorry. Categories.
Do you want to know what the equivalent would be in 2020?
Yes.
$3,353.
Ooh, that's hefty. That is an expensive camp. Well, luckily they on Sex Education Week at Camp Mohawk, they each get a thermos of coffee and $2,000 in cash. And,
Fuck hookers around the world, you know.
Yeah. All right, guys. Question number 4.
I'm going to Thailand.
Coming up. Everybody is on the board. Dom, you got 1. Everybody else, you have 2. This is question number 4. Coming right at you. Here we go. In the movie Meatballs, when Rudy is playing soccer, what horrible mistake does he make that makes everybody hate him? Wendy, what did you say?
He scored on the wrong side of the field.
All right, Dom?
He scored in his team's own goal.
Yes. Lindsey?
Misses a goal.
Oh, and Zaldor?
I said kick the ball in the goal.
I'm sorry. I got to give this to Wendy and to Dom. He actually, yes, he did an on goal, meaning he kicked it into the wrong goal. Sorry, guys. I used to have a little leeway that was taken away from me. Just like my virginity. Question number 5 coming up. Wendy, you got 3. Everybody else has 2, guys. We got ourselves a game going. This is exciting. All right, guys.
Spicy.
All right, guys. In the movie, actually, I'm gonna do something a little bit different.
It's a question about lasagna.
What famous director who also directed Ghostbusters directed this movie? All right, D's Nuts, what you got?
It's like Ivan Reitman or something.
All right,
like
Lindsay, what'd you say?
Harold Ramis.
Ooh, good, great guess, by the way. Zaldor?
Ivan Reitman.
All right, Wendy?
Nada.
No fucking clue. You just say Vinny now.
Oh, I
Just
like
say
that.
Vinny.
Oh, okay.
Just say Vinny.
Just right, Vinny.
The answer is Ivan Reitman, guys. Ivan Reitman. Two of you guys got that correct. That was a lot. That was a softball for Zaldor, by the way. Like you knew he knew that one, and that one that one just right up his alley. Okay, guys. Here's where we're at. Let's see. Everybody has 3 except Lindsay has 2. This is question number 6. Remember, it's anybody's game until the very end. Don't forget that if there is a tie, we will use the tiebreaker question a little later on. But right now, it's time for
Eric's off on a tangent game.
But not really off on a tangent this week. What was the Olympiad score at the end of day 1? What was the Olympiad score at the end of day 1 before the big North Star comeback?
Sometimes your questions should be Sean's super hard questions.
Yeah.
And then he throws up a fucking volley, and then he asks them how to spell, Murray.
Punxsutawney.
yeah.
Punxsutawney.
Fuck that. There's no way. I can't spell anything, man.
I fell asleep in spelling class. Come on, man.
All right, guys. Everybody heard the question. Let's get to the answers. Lindsay, what you got?
30 to 100.
All right. Zaldor?
Yeah, I got the wrong answer. 210 to 220, but that's the one after he put that little caveat in there.
All
And
right.
that's the one I wrote down too.
Wendy?
I put 160 to 63.
All right. Dom?
I believe it was 170 to 63.
Dom is correct. 170 to
Petretta.
63.
Wow. Well, guys, Dom, you have made this very, very easy. Wendy and Zaldor,
Oh, good.
you guys can bask in the fact that you did not get the least amount of questions correct. You can't walk away winners, but fuck it. Lindsay, you have a great opportunity here to answer Sean's super hard question. It's pretty simple here. If you get it right, you win. If you get it right, you win. If you don't, you're not a loser, but you didn't win, did you? All right. Now, if you do lose this, if you do, God damn it, Sean, edit the shit out of this. I sound like an idiot. If you do get this wrong, of course, Dom will be tonight's winner. All right. So here we go.
It's time for Sean's questions, the 7th question, and sometimes it's hard.
Lindsay, I only got one question. Meatballs was the first of 6 collaborations with Bill Murray and Harold Ramis, functioning as various roles as actor, writer, director. Please name the other 5 films that they have done together.
Then take the square root of that 5, multiply it by your age.
Cure syphilis.
And then you'll get your bra size.
All right, Lindsay, what you got?
Caddyshack, Stripes, Ghostbusters 1 and 2, Groundhog Day.
Motherfucker.
She fucking
Wow.
did it. Wow.
That is impressive.
I gotta say, that is one of the biggest, Sean's hard question grabs I've ever seen. That was amazing.
I'm impressed.
Holy shit. Give it up for Lindsay, our winner tonight.
Good job.
tried to-
Good job.
I tried to pay attention to all the director questions you guys have asked, and
Yeah.
I was like, how many of Harold Ramis and him work together? Because it is a big number. So that is one of the things I looked up.
That
Well done.
was incredible research. Dom, I am sorry. You did answer the most questions correct, but my goodness, that's the way, unfortunately, this game goes.
I was hoping he would ask, what is Tripper's real name? Because I actually know that.
What is it?
Dennis.
It's Dennis.
Yes.
He's on the bowling shirt.
Yeah.
It was on his shirt.
Of course, you never know. I mean, people just buy
Oh, yeah.
vintage shirts and shit, right?
That's true.
Well, congratulations, Lindsay. Hey, to all of you guys, Happy New Year, and thank you so very much for sponsoring this show. As you know, We could not do it without you. And perks are headed your way. And I'm stoked about them. And we'll see y'all next time. Y'all be good. Mwah.
Bye.
Love you guys. Bye. Bye.
I don't think they want me around.
Are you talking about the soccer heads back there? Well, that's life in the fast-paced, slam-bang, live on the razor's edge, laugh in the face-of-death world of junior league soccer.
I'm serious. I never played the game before. I tried to tell him.
What? You tried to tell... And they... Who was it? I'll get him. I'll get him with this Swiss Army knife. The Swiss trained me to kill, and I will do it. I will grab these guys by the neck, take the toothpick, and stick it right in between their teeth. And then I'll slap them around the head a couple of times. They'll go out for just a couple of seconds. They'll be unconscious, and while they're doing that, I'll go for the corkscrew. And I'll grab them, and I'll take that corkscrew, and I will stick it right into the voice box. I would twist that mofo. I would twist it into his voice box and rip that thing, rip it out. And he'll talk like this for the rest of his life.
I don't want to hurt anyone. Just want them to like me.
You make one good friend a summer, and you're doing pretty well. Look, if you have trouble, come to me, tell me, and I'll help you.
God, I mean, they had to have done this like 1978. I was 6 years old. You guys weren't even a fucking glimmer.
Nope. Not even close.
Not even close. In fact, yeah.
I was a baby.
You were a baby. Oh God.
I was
so
an 11-pound baby.
I feel like we have to
Good
discuss
God.
this now. We have to discuss this now before it gets too out of hand. And look, I know what's coming. I know what's going to happen. Amy gave us a little bit of a, I guess, of a lead into it, but you know, it just happened on screen. I think it's something that we need to discuss. So, Amy, I feel like we have to talk about it.
I think we do too, because it's really important for the movie.
Mm-hmm.
If you eat ketchup with your French fries,
Mm-hmm.
you put it on the side and you dip.
Yeah.
I don't understand people that just pour ketchup over French fries.
I'll never understand it as long as I live.
Does anyone?
I understand it.
Nope. Okay, explain.
Okay, then go ahead and explain, you
Explain
fucking
yourself.
savage.
I'm not saying that it's something I do. I'm saying I understand it. I understand that these people are fucking psychopaths.
Oh, thank God.
And that they shouldn't be trusted to take care of themselves
or reproduce
or potato
or
It's like
reproduce.
it's like going into
Child,
a pizza
children.
sideways or something. Like it's just fucking wrong.
It's just like on Big Bang Theory. Sheldon's like, how am I supposed to trust somebody that can't even eat a banana right? You eat it from the side. And she goes, my mom said that's how good girls do it.
Oh, that is funny. So I told you that I was going to bring something else into the conversation,
Yes.
and I guess I just have to do this. And listen, this is difficult to talk about for me.
Thank you for your courage, though.
Thank you. I don't like getting things on my hands. Okay, so I don't like. The other day, it's funny that you should say banana because it's a fruit.
But what if that was just the end of the whole entire thing?
No, that's it. Now, the other day, I went to go grab a trash bag that was in the garage, and it was there, and I was going to grab the thing and take it to the outside trash can. But the trash bags that we buy, for some reason, I cannot figure out what brand to buy or how you make them to where they don't suck because I've switched. I buy these fucking hefties, you know, and you would think, and it says it has this stretch capacitor and shit. Hefty sack.
They combined 4 forms of science to create one technologically advanced hyper shield stretch fabric of the universe.
These motherfuckers can't stay together on the top is the problem. So if you grab them by the actual things that you carry with, they get all fucked up. And I stuck my hands into the thing to grab. to grab it like
under the knot.
Under the knot,
Yeah.
exactly.
Mhm.
And I stuck my hand in like old avocado.
Ew.
And here's the thing. Casey will tell you, like, just the panic that, because first of all, I'm like, how am I going to get this off of me in like a timely manner? But I still have to get the trash bag to the trash can, you know, and I want to, and there's 2 more that I want to carry up, but there's no possible way I could do that with this on my hand, you know, because there's no way I can't do that. I can't grab a bag that doesn't have something on it, because then it would have something on it.
Yeah.
You know?
And then it would be your fault.
Oh, fuck. Anyway, I hate getting shit on me.
Okay, I have a weird confession. Not about the avocado. I for sure put that in there. I'm sorry that happened to you.
That has it's nothing to do. It's
no.
It was in the trash.
It's trash.
I know, but I'm telling you, if I cut an avocado and I chop it up or whatever, if I get like a piece of avocado like on my hand, I'll like rub it in.
What does that do? It's like a skin thing?
I'll do that with some cream cheese or something. If there's just a tiny little bit,
cream
you
cheese
just
is weird.
I do that with boogers.
No, but it's like I will like make sure like I'll put it on my hand. Like they have like you do avocado face masks and hand masks. Like you're gonna wash your hands in 10 minutes anyway. Like I'll just fucking.
I think it depends on the thing. Now, if it's sticky, that's got to get washed off.
Yeah, but like you get like a good dry booger out of there, you just roll it around your finger till it disappears. You know,
or you try to flick it off, but it doesn't, so you roll it around to dry it out a little bit more, and then flick it again.
And you flick it, and then you get distance. You know, you can
and then it might stick to something
what's
else.
What's disgusting about that is it's dirt that you're just getting less slimy by putting more dirt on it.
Yeah,
and then flicking the thing off. But anyway, I love nachos. I fucking love them.
Oh, me too.
But
I have a life hack for nachos.
I have the biggest problem.
Tostadas, fuck off.
I have the biggest problem with these nachos where they put all of the stuff in the center of it, and then nothing gets. So basically, you end up with just dry chips on the bottom.
It's fucking garbage. It's like they just call that something besides nachos. Call that fuck off pile of chips.
You're not allowed to call anything nachos.
There's such a better fucking way to do it.
You can't call a completely different dish a life hack. It's just a fucking
It
different
is a
thing.
life hack. It's just a bigger chip.
It's just
a bigger chip.
So you like
so it's a taco, but that's not a nacho.
You like
This is my
deconstructed nachos.
but it's bent in half and filled with like no, it's a taco.
I don't care. I have the right to call it whatever I want, but these people don't have the right to call a pile of chips with black olives on top with ground beef nachos. Fuck that.
That sounds like the place that makes the Texas Pete hot sauce.
No.
Yeah, exactly. Like a Mexican person would order those nachos and then just look around like they got the wrong order.
The thing is, I don't even think Mexican people eat nachos.
No, that is not a thing.
I think that's a fucking American food.
I think so too.
And it's just not even because again, the thing about I've explained this many times. Mexican food here in Texas is so about the cheese, but in Mexico they don't even use cheese all the time because they don't have refrigeration, right? So actual Mexican food, when you get it, which is why actually if you go to Rosa's, you have to tell them to put cheese on shit. You do.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, if you order a fajita taco or a beef taco or whatever, there's not cheese on there.
Okay,
you gotta
good
tell
to
them
know.
to put that shit on
I
there.
want that cheese.
Casey is now looking it up to fuck. Are you fact checking me right now?
No, I was just thinking
'Cause I would love it if you
where
are.
Rosa's was from, so it's Tex-Mex. Yeah,
It's from Lubbock, I believe.
Fucking no, I just
No, but is it? Did I fucking
San
nail
Angelo,
that?
Texas.
Same thing. Now, the thing is here is that I have the hardest time getting the most delicious nacho out of the pile because it's slimy and it's got all the shit on it, and I know I'm going to get that on my fingers. So if I can grab a dry chip and basically dip another chip out of the middle, that's fine.
Yes, I agree.
But there just has to be a better way to do it.
Chopsticks.
Yeah, you need some nacho
Chopsticks
tweezers.
is a fucking great idea.
Yeah.
Mexican
or knife and
chopsticks.
fork.
Yeah.
They have like these finger chopsticks that like stick onto your fingers for like people that like to eat chips but don't want to get the stuff
Cheeto
on their hands?
Cheeto fingers.
Well, that's me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to get anything on my hands ever.
This could be your nacho.
Yeah, this
Nacho
could
fingers.
Be, this could be. Hey, they're not your fingers either. The fucking Cheetos. I think about that. One time, Scott Simpson's mom picked us up from the mall, and his little brother. We were all in this pickup truck. This is before you had to have seatbelts on and shit. So like, me and Scott are in this pickup truck, and she's driving it. It's one bench across, and his little brother is just in the floorboard with just fucking Cheeto fingers.
Oh God.
And it's funny to this day. I was in 7th grade. There is nothing that I can think of in my life that I haven't wanted more than that motherfucker putting those fingers on me. I still think about it. I can still see it in my hand.
Is that your nightmare?
I swear to God, I think about that kid. Fuck, what was his name? I'll think of it in a second. But his name was John. And we're there, and I'm just thinking, man, fuck, this kid's fingers are fucked, man. Like, that, there is so much Cheeto on there.
It was probably orange for 4 days.
Oh my God. It was like, I swear to God, how are they going to get that out of his fingernails? It's only about another half mile to my house. God, I hope she fucking
We can
hurries.
make it.
Like, we got to be able to do this.
I remember, I think I was freshman in high school taking the TOS test, and I heard this voice from behind me, hey, you want some sprees? And I was like, fuck, I love some sprees.
Really? You seem like the type that would have been like, leave me alone. I'm taking a
I was
test.
probably done.
Okay, right.
Let's be honest.
She's already reading her book that for her accelerated reader points.
Oh, good for you.
And I turn around, I'm like, I could go for some sprees. And this kid reaches into his pocket and brings out, and they had already started melting, so where the color was coming off onto his skin, and they were sticking to his skin when he opened up his fingers. Yeah. And I got so excited for sprees, and then he offered me this pile of shit in his hand, and I was like, never mind, I don't want those sprees. Take them back. That's disgusting.
There's an 80s movie where some kid offers somebody gummy bears.
Yeah, what is that?
That's the line, like, hey, they're all warm and soft because they've been in my pocket.
I would take a warm, soft gummy bear.
Not out of somebody's pocket,
Well,
though.
if there's no lint on it.
I have a friend who used to keep tater tots in their side
Ferris Bueller. It's Ferris Bueller.
That's right.
pocket.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
You could just eat them later.
All right. Are you going to eat those tots?
Eat your food.
God, if we're watching that 1883, which is like the Yellowstone prequel thing, and like our family wouldn't fucking make it to the meeting to talk about it.
Absolutely
like,
not.
Our weaknesses are so fucking paralyzing and stupid. Like I can't handle any like noises.
Right.
Everett can't wear clothes, and like something on your hands would just paralyze you forever. Like it's like we would never be able to fucking.
You'd be like a cat with tape on your feet.
Yeah, exactly.
I will say that in the wild I do okay. Like I can.
Where are you in the wild?
Well, I know, but I can.
He's talking about Frisco.
Oh, no, he's talking about Camp
When he
Lujo
Kismet.
Wakaman.
Now listen,
Kiss on the mouth.
when he was at the Four Seasons.
I've never stayed at a
You ever heard of it?
in my life. No, I can.
What do you do?
I caulk. I put caulk on things.
In the wild.
In 1883?
Yeah.
Let me tell you where you
On
can
the Oregon Trail, you're gonna.
You don't think they had caulk back then? I don't mind getting a little fucking down and dirty if that's what I'm doing.
You just said you don't like things on your hands.
I don't fucking want things on my hands. But I also understand that, like, once it's almost like, you know how when you know how sometimes when you're
tailgating outside of a Steelers game in an air-conditioned fucking RV is not roughing it.
No, but you know how, like, when you're okay, let's say like you're doing something like putting mulch in a flower bed or something, right?
Yes.
Okay. Like, once you're dirty, you're just like, okay, fuck it. I'm just dirty.
Yeah, you just go all
dirty. You
dirty.
don't give a shit anymore, right? So I can handle that kind of thing. It's that what I don't like is
the unexpected avocado on your hand.
Or like if I'm this is so stupid. But
full of shit.
What? Why? Because if I'm out to eat or whatever and I have to stick, because I can feel it whatever happens if you reach into nachos, you can feel it under your fingernail.
Yes, you're right.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I do, because I don't like it either.
You can fucking feel that shit. And then even after you eat it and wipe it, you're still going, that's still...
Well, that's why you got to try Eric's life hack and eat a different dish.
I actually like the knife and fork thing.
But I can solve them.
I like the knife and fork thing, actually.
I got a fucking great solution. You just eat...
with this one weird trick.
You just go to an Italian restaurant.
There's a couple of cool fun things with the movie here. I mean, there's a couple of funny things. I mean, it's funny that they steal the air conditioner or whatever, and then scene number 1 that gets real rapey happens, where he just goes, let's wrestle. And then
she says, no,
said,
stop.
No, stop, please don't. Right?
I'm going to scream.
And exactly.
And she did.
Then you wonder why, like, later on in my life, there's a punk band called No Means No. Jesus, I think it was fucking inspired by this.
And then when someone walks in, he rolls over on top of her.
He goes, oh my God, she won't let me go. Blah, blah, blah. I mean, that was pretty goddamn weird.
I sat there and went, I don't think
that's a thing.
You don't really do that anymore. No, you're good.
Echo.
Now batting. Manny Mota.
Okay. Well, anyway, that whole thing was uncomfortable.
Couple of cool things, though. A couple of funny parts where
but the way she was dressed, she was kind of asking for it.
Okay. All right.
That's what I was thinking.
How about where the girl, they're talking about that chick, and she rolls up with a boat and she kidnaps Crockett, and she's just like, I've never kidnapped a guy before. Oh, yeah? But I thought you were into Lance. Lance is a jerk off. And like, that was a funny scene.
And they're driving right by when
and he just goes jerk off. Fucking funny, man. And then
had like a little single tear in his eye.
I felt like those two looked too much alike.
Yeah, they did look like brother and sister. Yeah,
you're right.
100%. Now, and then what I've never noticed before, and again, I haven't seen this movie in many, many, many years, was when they're playing tennis, and there's the fat kid and Spaz that are always together or whatever, and he just goes, I thought you said you had it, meatball. And that's probably where the goddamn fucking
I didn't notice that.
Yep, that's probably
well, it has to be, because that was going to be my main question for the night, was why did they call this movie Meatballs?
All right, well, now I will be able to tell you this, and you're going to think I'm kidding. All right. I'm not kidding, Eric. Fucking A. No matter what you think I am, this is not a joke.
Okay. I think you're great, for the record.
The song Meatballs is sung by a man named Rick, who took
Rick D's
nuts. No, Rick D's actually sings Meatballs.
Didn't I just text you this the other day? Hey, what was the name of the guy who took over for Casey Kasem on America's Top 40?
But this is true. I'm not joking. Like, it really is true. And I will tell you guys this. People ask you, what's the first ever album you bought? First ever album I bought was Disco Duck by Rick D's Nuts.
Rick D's.
Huh. Mm-hmm. Rick D's Nuts. Now,
but that didn't explain why they call the movie Meatballs.
Oh yeah, I don't give a fuck. Now, the blackjack gambling is pretty funny. Blackjack gambling like it's poker was hilarious, especially in a situation where there's a 12-year-old kid with a grown-ass man alone in the grown-ass man's cabin,
slinging the nuts.
Just slinging the nuts, right? And and Rudy keeps like asking him about the girl and stuff. It's pretty inappropriate.
It's uncomfortable to watch.
Yeah.
Well, don't you find me pretty? Actually, this whole scene reminded me of a time that I spent with my Uncle Lonnie, except there was no blackjack or peanuts.
Or clothes.
But the rest of it was pretty spot on.
What was your uncle's name?
Lonnie.
I think I had an Uncle Lonnie as well that I never met.
Yeah, Lonnie James.
What's going on with the fucking hair? What is happening?
God, that was a really big wad that you just pulled
Can
out
you
of there.
save that?
Do you guys know about the time? This is a fucking great one, man. So my mom, who, oh God, this is gross. I know what it is.
Oh,
I know what it is. They were in that swimming pool out there. Anyway, my
That sounds way weirder than it is.
Oh, my mom.
It's probably that cooler. That thing's probably fucking gross.
No. It's because they were in that palm tree.
oh, please be careful. It's so close to
Look
the
how
mouth
gr-
hole.
look how gross that is. That is so. I rescued.
There's another one.
I got a vacuum in here. Oh God, that's gross.
What is it? Just hairs all over it?
All right, so
He has a hairy beer.
no, so I rescued beers from our Christmas party.
They're still outside in a
They're just in a
inflatable Christmas tree pool.
Christmas tree thing. And I was like, well, those have been kept cold the whole time. And so I was like, fuck it, I'll have a couple of beers tonight during the show.
Oh, God.
I'm like, fuck, we got them in this palm tree. Anyway, apparently all of my dog's hairs have gone into that swimming pool.
It's disgusting.
Oh.
But I opened it, it's fine.
But it's not on his hands,
Yeah,
so
it's
he's okay.
No, I fucking dropped it and wiped it off. Everything's great.
Yeah, I can't have avocado on my hands, but I can
I'm
drink
sorry.
2-week-old
One more
dog
time.
hair.
You can't have what?
Avocado?
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Yeah.
What did I say? What did you think I said? What did you think I
I
said?
thought you said avocado. I don't know.
Avocado,
That's
right.
fucking weird.
Yeah.
Avocado. Avocado. I had avocado. No, that doesn't sound like me.
You don't actually fucking say avocado. That's not a thing. You're being funny.
Avocado.
You do not say that. Nobody fucking says that.
Am I supposed to say avocado?
100%, because that's the goddamn thing it is.
No, I just say avocado.
No, you don't.
I don't
Yes, I do.
I think he
babe,
does.
If I ask you, babe, to go get an
Thing that you make
something to make guacamole with at the store, how do I say it?
Say she's
I say avocado.
Fucking sold out.
Roadhouse. I feel like I say avocado, but whatever.
I feel like you're being a dum-dum. All right.
I feel like today when I was telling Sean that I'm 100% certain that me and Kelsey ate horrible Taco Bell today, then as
oh my
I'm
God,
texting
you said
it to
Taco
him,
Bell.
No, he said Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.
He just fucking said Taco Bell.
Well, I'm saying that because as I'm texting him, I'm like, yeah, we can't talk about this tonight because the only takeaway of the whole thing will be not my impending food poisoning, but the fact that I said Taco Bell.
I realize
you can taco
You might as well
about
tell your
it.
story.
I really, I realize that we have talked a lot about fast food tonight, but something did happen to me yesterday that I feel like I need to also make known. And because I just don't feel like this happens to a lot of people. And you know what? Because it's an isolated incident, because it happened to me, I'm actually cool with it because I feel like I took one for the team because maybe it won't happen again to somebody else
who couldn't
because you're strong enough. You're strong enough to handle it.
I am,
right,
and
brave enough to talk about it.
Right. So I look, circumstances were as such. I was having to eat fast food again, and I'm trying to watch my weight. So I went through this Chick-fil-A drive-thru. Now everybody knows that Chick-fil-A has never fucked anybody over ever in the history of the restaurant. Not once. Well, don't you dare, Sean.
They didn't get it right for me once, but that's because
both of you.
God wanted me to have something different.
You shush, both of you. And so I go through there and I'm good. I get a grilled chicken sandwich and a fruit cup and a tea. And I grab that shit and the bag and I go to Everett's school to wait in the car line because the way that the world works now, we have to show up an hour and a half early to pick our kids up from school. And they gave me the sandwich and the drink, but they gave me a side salad with no fork instead of the fruit and creamy ranch dressing. So I literally put the ranch in the side of this, like the corner of the, and dipped lettuce into it and ate it with my fingers.
Yeah, that's exactly what I would do.
But the thing is I don't know that I've ever been fucked over like that.
That's a big one.
They always get it right.
They always get it right. That's
feel like I would have put 3 or 4 pieces of lettuce in my mouth and just bit off a tiny corner of the ranch packet and just kind of squirt.
That's not a bad way to do it either.
Yeah,
or I might have just put most of the lettuce on the sandwich and then the ranch on top of that.
Okay, now that's actually, I probably could have done the sandwich and the lettuce without any ranch.
Yeah,
but I literally used none. I mean, honestly, Casey goes, maybe they're trying to tell you something. And I go, you know what? I squeezed just a little bit of that shit out of there. Anyway, I guess there's a conspiracy with the Christians to get me on a diet because I'm not baptized. All right, let's go to
and
the
they know
next.
You don't like things on your fingers.
No, I do not.
What are you doing? What is it? Hardware. Get up! Who's the puppy? What? All right, gentlemen. Big event. Operation Late Night Excitement. Another panty raid trip? No questions, dog face! Dress up and move out!
So, a couple of interesting things about this scene.
Grown men wearing pajamas?
Well, maybe it's Christmas, but no.
Okay.
The fact that the guy's initial reaction is panty raid. Now, panty raids used to be okay. I mean,
I'm not sure that's the thing.
No, they were.
What is exactly a
used to be
panty raid?
Okay, I think people just used to do it, and you didn't get in trouble.
It
for
was
shit
just
like that.
acceptable, though, by panty raid.
men.
By men, exactly. No, believe me, I'm on your side here. I think it's fucking terrible.
What do you do? What's a panty raid?
Go steal people's panties.
And you run them up the flagpole once you get them. Which is why later in the movie, they run the guy's pants.
Fat guy pants. Right.
All right, fair enough.
The other thing is, if you're a fan of the movie Stripes, which is one of the greatest movies ever, and I say this shit from it all the time. In fact, one of the lines that everybody in this room will know that I say is, "You can't leave, all the plants will die." Is from that particular movie. I say a bunch of shit from that, but you can already see that is his character right here when he goes, "Oh, are we training, sir?" Is from here, right here. You can already see that he's kind of developing that, which I think is just a good observation by me. And I'm fucking killing it this podcast.
It was really brilliant.
Thank you. Now it's Parents' Day, and the parents are all going to come. And so, did you guys get the timeline of this? Did it seem like they'd only been there a week?
No, I couldn't figure that out.
I figured it was.
I thought it was the next day.
All of a sudden, having visitors' day, and it's the next day.
They are there the entire summer.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty fucking crazy, right?
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
That sounds awesome. I want to do that this summer.
Do you?
What, go to camp or send your kid to camp?
Go to camp.
Because they have adult sleepaway camps that look like fun.
No fucking way. Because I thought about this. Really?
Go.
They really do.
And Patreon supporter Corey Reed sent his wife up to Minnesota to an all-girls adult camp, and they full-on rode paddle boats and tug of war and all kinds of stuff for a week.
Put your technology away, and it's a whole.
You love the outdoors. It'll be great.
Can we drink?
Absolutely.
Fuck, I'm in. Let's do it.
That would.
Let's go to camp, and then at some point maybe we send our kids to camp. But fuck it,
no, they should have a camp with separate. Like a couples retreat. They had the couple side and the single side. It's a whole family thing, but parents go to one side and kids go to the other side.
It's kind of like on this movie when they go to the mixer. It's virgins on the one side. And
exactly.
those on the other.
Yeah, so
I just wouldn't tell my child I was next door, though.
No, absolutely. You're 2 states over.
So basically like a separate but equal type thing. I mean, people don't talk about what a great idea that is. You know what I mean?
So brave.
Yeah.
No?
Now
we have some problem with this.
So avocado, huh?
No, so this movie. I'm wondering if originally this
it's not
movie.
fancy. It's fucking vowels.
Avocado.
Avocados from Mexico.
It is. It's A-E-I-O-U.
That's right.
Always.
Yeah. A B C D
F
F. No, it's A B C Che. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah,
they got an Enye in there as well too.
Enye.
No, that's not a letter. The double L is a letter.
Avocado.
What?
Avocado. Avocado.
He's fucking with you guys.
He's studying.
Now,
found it out.
So again, this is where the movie could have gotten to be rated R real quick. When the CITs go on their trip, this is where you were expecting to see just nudity and all that shit. And I wonder if it started out that way. If maybe it was a different movie and they edited it down to get it to be PG because Bill Murray's on Saturday Night Live and you're trying to get people to go and watch it. That
also, this film is Canadian, so maybe that has something to do with it. They're very polite.
There were a lot of stories and stuff.
Yeah,
yes.
they're definitely made in Canada. That's for sure.
A boot.
Now, here's the other thing that I wanted to tell you guys. And I don't want you guys to, to be mad at me for throwing this down there or for taking a stance. But ghost stories are fucking stupid.
Yes.
I liked it when I was little.
Really?
Yeah.
The ghost stories, those books, those were good.
Yeah, you're like a sleepover with a bunch of girls and someone tells a fucking scary ass story and
then you do light as a feather, stiff as a board.
Yeah,
they wouldn't let me go to girl sleepovers back then.
You were a fire camp girl. You didn't get to go
princess. You were there.
I was a campfire girl and I wasn't a cheerleader.
Yeah, exactly. You were a cheerleader and a campfire girl.
I was a mascot and a campfire boy. The year they opened it up to boys.
I agree with Casey though. It was fun as a kid, but they're not kids.
Because it's fun when you're little and you're just trying to scary. You're
even now though, I could tell Elder a scary story and he'll just look at me and go, "Is that really true?"
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
Well, no. Or he comes in the other day and I'm terrified because. Of this Santa Claus thing, because he comes in and goes, was just watching a YouTube video. They said the chupacabra is fake. And he goes, I wonder what else is fake.
Oh my God.
And I was like,
just tell him the news and let him go down that. That'll send him down a rabbit hole so long he'd never get there.
The liberal media.
Yeah, exactly.
The thing is, too, though, is that I don't know.
Wait, I want to tell this story. My child literally, this. It's just weird. It's 3rd grade. Everett just got in my car the other day and was just like, I think Donald Trump should be the president. And I was like, oh my fucking
Here we
God.
go.
Yep. All right.
And I was just like, oh yeah? He goes, yep, Joe Biden's raising gas prices and taxes. And I said, and how is that affecting your day-to-day life, Everett? And he was just like,
gives me something to talk about here in the car.
And then I just said, did you get this information from an adult or a kid? He goes, a kid. And I'm like, cool. And then we had a conversation and it's fine. But I'm like, Jesus Christ. 3rd grade.
Everett doesn't seem like he grasps all of the intricacies of macro and microeconomic theory
Not
just
yet.
yet.
Not yet.
But
He's working on it.
maybe one day.
Well, he is in 3rd grade and they are studying the Fed. So we're excited about that.
Ridiculous.
All right. We got to go to the next clip, dude.
What happened? Where were you?
I was with Jackie in the woods.
In the woods? Right where you wanted.
Yes.
Oh, Spaz, you old makeout master. How far did you get?
Oh, we just went down to Lookout Point, and then we got cold.
No. How did you make out?
Well, we just kind of talked.
You had her in the woods and you just talked?
No, well.
You didn't do anything.
We were sitting.
You didn't do anything.
I held her hand when we walked home.
Held her hand? Spaz, you're on your way. That's great.
Yeah?
Held her hand.
Yeah.
In the woods.
Yeah.
And it was dark.
Yeah.
Wow.
Man, this idea that you wouldn't know who the nerd in the film was unless they have glasses with tape on the nose.
Yeah.
Is one of the most worn out movie tropes of all time.
Hold on just 1 second. Is that a fucking trope?
I think
100%.
And so the jock, you're saying, has a sleeveless shirt on in every scene, and that's a trope.
Yeah, tropes could be anything.
I think I fucking got it. Let me go again. Cafeteria food is always bad.
Yeah.
Is that a trope?
I think that's just true. I don't know. I don't think that's just a fact.
General fact.
Okay. I'll keep going. That's all I got.
You can just go to tvtropes.com and you find all of the most
I
common
feel like
ones.
because of this guy's like extreme interest in this and the leaning forward and the excitement and all these things, like I feel like if you did one of those things like where they take like a funny movie and turn it into like a suspense thriller trailer, like I feel like if you put that music over this guy, like he's for sure gonna go fucking murder some girls in the woods.
I think that's true.
You had her right where you wanted her. In the woods?
When it was dark?
Yeah, that is. It's so funny though to think about like these would be high school kids, and just how different high school kids would be now. I mean, this is, only about 7 years before I was a high school kid, and so much of shit. They have the internet and shit now, and it's just like they talk about their feelings and stuff now. Like it's just all like, yeah, I'm gonna.
In some ways, as a society, we've progressed, but in others, we just get further and further from God every day.
Ain't
Like,
that the truth?
Teenagers that want to talk about their feelings or want to like get involved with like social issues.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
They need to go to Camp Jojo Siwa.
Do you guys
You got your whole life ahead of you.
Guys, this is true. Do y'all know that this is fucking true? I heard this on Nobody Cares News today. I'm not joking. The Pope called out cancel culture today.
What'd he say?
And yesterday, and said basically like, this is a hindrance. It's making people not say their actual feelings, and this is a really big deal.
Last week he was mad because millennials are all adopting dogs and not having children because our world's a giant shit show.
Yeah.
And apparently it's like, not what God intended.
Well, I think
Yeah,
there's
I'm
a
cool
lot
with
of
that,
stuff
though.
floating around that God didn't really
Well, the Pope's
intend.
pissed. He's like,
I'm
go
cool.
out there and procreate.
Yeah, let's decrease the population. Fuck it.
We are right now
I think it's
with
working.
the vaccination.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Right?
Look, fine.
No, nobody.
I think that's how it works. Doing our best.
That's the thing. Like, we're not liberal. We're just a bunch of real depressed people. We're like, you can't go to hell if you do it through the government, right?
All right, let's discuss why the other team just gets to cheat in the open the entire contest, right?
Oh, yeah.
We start with the potato race, they call it. No, first he says, what did you get? You got the potato race. Okay. Well, one year a boy fell and mashed himself. And then he goes, and then you're in the egg toss. Well, you've got the build for it. I mean, God damn it. Bill Murray's so great. And I love the fact that they called Morty Mickey, like even in like a group and shit or whatever.
It's because it was like a play on Mickey Mouse, right? Because his villain or somebody else is Mortimer Mouse.
Mortimer Mouse.
It was
So
Mortimer Mouse before it was Mickey Mouse.
There we go.
Mhm. Love it.
But he got bit by a radioactive
Mickey
mouse.
Spider.
So I used to
Sorry
think
about
about this all the time of the kid, because again, this was my age. So The child that is swimming with the beach ball is 6.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how old I was when this fucking movie was made. And I used to think about that shit all the time. Like, I'm going to fucking swim with a beach ball and somebody's going to shoot it with a slingshot and I'm going to goddamn drown.
Yeah, that's what it looks
I was
like.
going to Hogwarts when that movie came out.
What? Oh, yeah. That's so much cooler shit, right?
Yeah, that is cooler.
But anyway, like the sack race happens and they're just knocking people over. And then, there's just... Now, the boxing actually seemed fair. They weren't ready for that. The field hockey...
Yeah, that kid just got his ass kicked.
Yeah, there's just all the cheating right in the open.
Well, if they're taken to court, they're just going to say, oh, it's an affluent teen. He didn't know any better.
He didn't know
because his daddy paid so much to get him in here. His daddy will pay to get him out, too.
I don't think that happened in the 70s, though. I think that happens now.
Yeah, it happens now.
Yeah. Guys,
well, what's her name got the worst of it with her fucking leg broke in field hockey. And even as that scene started, and of course I know because I'm super smart that field hockey exists as a sport.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I know that again because of how smart I am. But I guess it just never occurred to me that it's just running around with big wooden mallets and the ball's on the ground the whole time. And that's also where your legs are. And that looks fucking terrifying, dude.
Yeah,
they were wearing shin guards.
Yeah, but my God, there's a lot of just flailing around with big wooden sticks. I'm out. I'm going to go on record, you guys, and I don't know how you guys are going to feel about this, but I'm 99.9% sure that I'm not ever going to play field hockey because of what I saw in
Your
this.
team's going to lose on our Jarrett Goes to the Movies field day.
You're just out. You're just out on field hockey.
I'm out. I guess what I'm saying, I don't have the courage to play field hockey because I don't want any part of that. It's just a nut shot waiting to happen.
Right.
Okay, sorry. Anyway, talk about whatever it is you want to fucking talk about. Avocado toast
I had
or
a
whatever.
fucking story, and I can't remember what I was going to say. Does anybody remember my lead-in? No? We can rewind
Sorry,
it back.
avocado toast.
You want to rewind that back and tell me what I was going to say? I'm kidding. He goes, no.
No.
Yeah, anyway, they're fucking pumpkin eaters, these fuckers. They're just cheating, And it's not good. Not good at all.
Do you know that they use the most sophisticated training methods from the Soviet Union, East and West Germany, and the newest Olympic power, Trinidad and Tobago? But it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. I tell you, it just doesn't matter. 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 Even if we win, even if we win, even if we play so far over our heads that our noses bleed for a week to 10 days, even if God in heaven above comes down and points his hand at our side of the field, even if every man, woman, and child held hands together and prayed for us to win, it just wouldn't matter because all the really good-looking girls would still go out with the guys from Mohawk because they got all the money.
Is anyone else looking at his ding dong?
I didn't see his ding dong.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Oh,
He's got those linen pants on,
Yeah.
and there's a little,
All right, let's
a
see a
little
little bit
nub.
more. Let's see a little
Pokey
bit more of that.
McPokerson.
Let's see a little bit more of that if you can. Just start it like in the middle of it. I still don't see it.
Oh.
Okay. There. It is a little pokey thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We play so far over our heads that our
Now pause this now, Sean. Pause this. Casey, look at this clip.
comes down and points his hand.
So those pants are exactly what I had to buy at a resort in Mexico one time. Because I forgot to get long pants.
Okay,
And
no, it wasn't just that you forgot to bring long pants. It's that me and you decided we were going to go on a little date night, get home early, pack our bags for Mexico, and leave at 7 in the morning.
Right.
Which really means like leave at 6 in the morning. And instead, we stayed up till 4:30 and forgot to pack our stuff. So we just threw a bunch of shit into suitcases, got in our Uber, and fucking went to the airport. When we got to Mexico, we just didn't have anything. Like, no matching outfits, no fucking, like, just like, I mean, at least I had like one bathing suit. And then, but we didn't, so like for like restaurants and stuff, like you used to have like,
you have to have pants,
long pants and
Do we have any pictures of Jared in linen pants?
God, I have to somewhere.
Probably.
But like, I mean, it was hilarious. I mean, I had like bedazzled flip flops and fucking just like this old lady.
You had to buy the thing of the and it's not like they had like a great selection of pants.
It was so expensive.
You know.
I'm such a planner and packer, and we went on a cruise a couple years ago, and I wear flip flops all the time, even through winter, and I forgot flip flops.
What?
Yeah,
What
on
a
that
dumbass.
on that
y'all had to go to
Barbados
the
cruise
thing.
that we went on.
We went to we went to Brazil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I looked like fucking Mrs. Roper, and he looked like a Backstreet Boy. It was a nightmare.
Yeah, it's very true. God damn, I could not.
Anyway, we had fun. That was one of those trips where we would wake up in the morning and go walk to breakfast. People would be like, "Hey,
Yeah.
that was a great night last night.
yeah.
We're still going to dinner tonight." We'd be like, "Who the fuck?
Y'all
is
still
that?"
want to go on that rum cruise later? We're like,
no.
Jesus Christ, no.
You check your email. You bought tickets.
We all, oh yeah.
So we are pretty bad about this.
No, we've gotten good over the years. We were bad about that.
We were terrible at this thing where we would buy these excursions and they'd just fucking not go. Because we'd get to the pool and it'd be like,
way more fun.
This is great.
Yeah, you don't need to go anywhere.
Let's keep drinking these drinks that have all the tequila in them. You know?
Yeah, plus then you have to go back and get dressed and
Yeah, it's a whole thing. Well, Camp Mohawk rolls in. This is a big thing, though. It just doesn't matter thing is, that's a thing anytime. That is a big speech. The relay race happens, and then the baseball.
Well, they get a little cheating of their own in.
They do. They start to figure it out, right? But I like Wheels, though, because that character really is sort of not used a lot. Then when he's doing the wrestling, he just starts doing backflips and shit and humping the guy. And
That was so weird.
It's pretty damn funny. And then again, like all of these chants are like spaz, spaz, spaz. But then it's like, fuck you, slingshot kid, And then there's the hot dog eating contest, which, by the way, I don't know if you guys know how this competitive eating thing is done. Like, obviously back then, it's just hot dogs, and that's what I thought it would be. But so the thing is that the nitrates in the hot dogs will make you very, 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 very sick. Like, very sick. And we did a tour with competitive eaters. And if you're interested in a very, very, very funny video, go and watch Bowling for Soup Twinkie. Just search Bowling for Soup Twinkie Cuba. And that is when we were at Gitmo. And one of the competitive eaters, his name was Flash, and he didn't have any stats. So the guy that he was up against was famous for eating 4 pounds of haggis in under 10 minutes. The other guy that he was against was the best New York pizza eater in the world, and had like this whole thing of like how you keep the acid out of your throat and all that shit. Good. But this guy was young and he didn't have any stats, so he fucking lied that he had eaten 70 Twinkies in 10 minutes. And like a certain amount of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches or whatever, which all of it was funny, but I caught wind of this and I'm just like, oh, did you fucking really do that? No, I just made that up. I'm like, oh God. Yeah. So I started calling the guy Twinkie. And we were with him for a week and a half. And apparently he got annoyed by the fact that I kept calling him this. And so they went to the store there on Gitmo and they bought all the Twinkies. Now I'm going to fast forward to after this and tell you that that's all the Twinkies that island was going to have for 6 months. So no kid was going to have a fucking sponge cake with cream inside of it.
Oh, no.
For 6 months. Because he bought all of them and they set up an eating competition in Chris Burney's room. And this motherfucker in front of everybody goddamn did it. and you can watch it on the internet. You can watch the whole thing happen. Now, here's the punchline to all of it. He fucking eats the whole thing. He throws up or whatever, but you're allowed to, as long as you leave the course and you throw up, you're good. So we're home. We're home a few weeks, and my manager sends me an email, and he goes, well, I don't know what the fuck you guys did, but you're getting fined by the Air Force base there or the Navy base there because apparently you guys trashed a room. And I go, oh, shit, fuck, man, that's possible. Which room? Well, it's Chris's room, and apparently there's vomit and feces all over the place, right?
Oh.
So I go, oh, okay. Well, here's the deal, Swin. That is actually milk, and it's from a Twinkie eating contest. And not only was our booking agent there, but the head of Navy Entertainment was in the goddamn room, agging it all on, and she's in the fucking video that I already put on the internet, right?
Oh,
and so they were just like, okay, you guys are good.
Did she get in trouble?
No, she didn't get in trouble because the whole thing was like, it really wasn't that big of a mess. It was, it's some fucking milk.
Well, how did the prisoners like your show?
So do you know about when we saw the prisoners? Actually, when we went in, they like make you have to. There's you had to strip down a certain amount, and just so that they knew you didn't have anything. But when we walked out to the first prison, which is like the least secure, they sort of all do their own thing. They live in this commune. They make their own food. They have a soccer field and all this. We walk out and they fucking see tattoos and they start chanting and walking towards us, and it was fucking weird. And we're like looking back going, hey, what's going on right now? They're like, oh yeah, you guys have tattoos. So they just basically think you're going to hell. I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh.
Well, they killed a bunch of people, so I think they're going to hell.
Oh my God.
And anyway,
100%. I would pee my pants. That sounds
good.
scary.
It was a good time though. But I mean, we got to see a lot of things.
I bet their favorite band would be Jet.
Let me see if I can figure that out.
God.
1, 2, 3, tell me how we're gonna be, cause you look so fine and I really wanna make you mine. Well, I don't understand the joke, actually. Ding, ding, ding. Oh, got it. I got it. All right. I got it.
Roadhouse.
Sorry, buddy.
The rest of us?
Yeah. Oh, because you can fly a jet into a fucking building.
That's their weapon of choice.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So anyway, these hot dog eating contests, they can do like 30 to 60 of these things, but they can actually limit themselves because they want to, like, based upon the competition, because it makes them so sick that the nitrates apparently literally give them like 2-3 day migraines.
Oh yeah, that's a thing. Migraines,
but
linked to the nitrates. So do they not like just go throw them up on purpose after they're done?
They do, but still, it's kind of already.
Nitrates have already done their damage. By that point, the nitrates have nitrated.
They nitrated already.
Nitrate.
That's weird.
I'm on the nitrate.
Got Sean. Got him.
Yeah, I got him. All right. So Gerner runs the marathon, and he.
Boy,
gives
that
us-
bothered me. We have a marathon that's 4 miles long. In this thing. Well, then that's not a marathon.
It's definitely not a marathon. And that's what bothered you. Not the size of the basketball court or the field hockey or any of that shit. Just
the field hockey absolutely bothered me.
4 mile marathon is still a goddamn fucking run.
Yeah, it's a 4 mile run, but a marathon's 26.2 miles. And those of us who have run a marathon, don't want people who've run 4 miles to say that they've completed a marathon.
You're so
What about somebody
offended.
that walked
Secondly,
3
how did
today?
this guy? How did Bill Murray's character and the girl that he tried to rape earlier
Oh my god!
end up just
together?
getting together? And I didn't see any. Like nothing happened to make it.
They go to the dance
so.
and he goes, I'm trying. She goes, keep trying. All of a sudden she's like, you want to move in with me?
Probably starts with the relationship with her father. I feel like if we got
Yeah.
a backstory, we'd probably
Maybe
have
in his
that
defense,
figured
those
out.
were big wieners. There's the nitrates.
Is that what?
It was the big wiener. Now, this whole marathon thing is something that I remember being a kid, because it was like, hey, this younger kid is rolling through, and the other guy, I remembered the guy pushing him down, but he doesn't. Really, all he does is see him fall down and go, oh.
And then stop and observe it and smile and then run. Like, why would you waste that much time? Jump over the little bastard. Like,
yeah, you should have jumped over the little bastard. Now, I gotta be honest, Woody the Wabbit is fucking hilarious to me. I love that shit. And this is the last of our clips.
Where will I stay?
My place. Where do you think?
Is it big enough?
It's got a double bed. What's the matter with you? Haven't you ever lived with anyone before?
No. Have you?
Pets, dog, a fish. No, I haven't. I've never asked anyone before. Come on, let's go say goodbye to Morty.
Oh, no. Bye, Morty.
Bye, Morty. Have a nice winter.
And I love that reoccurring bit of the whole
that's
thing.
funny.
And obviously, it's an exaggeration of things that happen at camp. Look, this is a classic movie. It's one of those, I think, where you have to. Yeah, honestly, I'm not really even. I don't feel like I even have to defend it. It's a movie that was made before the 80s, which, Jesus Christ, is a fucking old movie. It was on television all the time when I was a kid. Just one of the things. Really never picked out the story of the movie until this watch, and I guess that comes from not seeing it in probably 30 years. But I get why it's a classic. I think that this was a good stair-step movie and probably influenced a lot of the 80s comedies that did start just showing tits and shit. But I liked it. Eric, here's your time to shine. What'd you think?
Well, yeah. So I, like I said earlier, going into it, thought I was getting into a Porky's Revenge of the Nerds thing. Didn't realize it was PG. Didn't realize it was kind of older than those movies. I thought this movie was good. I will say I didn't find any of it particularly like laugh out loud, big, huge laugh moments, but it was entertaining the whole time. There were a fair amount of chuckles, and that I found it funny. I just didn't find it hilarious. And like I said, there was a sentimentality to it that I wasn't expecting. I thought that storyline was really cute and executed really well. So all in all, I really, really enjoyed that.
Cool. Amy, what'd you think?
I agree with Eric. I enjoyed it. I didn't belly laugh through it, but I chuckled, and I thought it was really fun to watch.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard about it. I've just never seen it. I didn't know what to expect, though. You were talking about expecting this crazy movie with boobs and whatever.
Yeah.
I had no idea what to expect. I didn't even know that Bill Murray was in this movie.
This would be a good movie for you to talk about with Derek's dad.
Oh, he would love it.
I bet you would bring this up in conversation, and he would have lines from it. And
absolutely.
In
fact, I need to try that.
Yeah, and obviously going over to Casey, there's no question that Dennis probably loves this movie. What'd you think?
I like this movie. I've seen it before. I think being raised by Dennis Durkee and then also my real low attendance score at school has contributed to me seeing a lot of Bill Murray movies because they were played during all of my sick or fake sick days.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of what movie this was when it started. I was like, holy shit, I've seen this 100 times. So yeah, I like it. It's nostalgic for me. I think it's endearing. Some of the more rapey scenes are a little weirder these days, but I guess that's just how time has changed things. That didn't seem so weird whenever I was a kid.
It's so funny to think about because I do that math thing all the time where I'm just like, okay, this happened in my lifetime. I was 8. So that means, would I have watched a movie? Look, what I'm saying is like if I did now a movie that in relation to that was that old, I'd be watching a movie from what, like the fucking 40s or something.
Yeah, that's weird.
And it's fucking weird, Like I don't really, I think movies probably came into their own in the 60s. They really shot off you got to think this movie came out the year after fucking Star Wars and before E.T. It's pretty crazy where this movie sits. Sean, now you had to sit and watch it and pull the clips. I'm sure that it was a bit of an unknown thing. What'd you think?
So like we spoke last time, I thought this was a Bill Murray movie, like a Bill Murray movie.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was his first one. I didn't mind the rape scenes, but we can move on from that. When I was watching it, I was so confused and I could not figure it out why until Eric mentioned it. I've never seen Porky's. I've never seen any of those movies.
Right.
But I thought I knew what they're about. And I thought this was like that, but I just couldn't pinpoint it. It was all right.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I don't think I like early Bill Murray because it reminds me of early Adam Sandler, and it's just annoying.
Interesting. Yeah.
But no, it wasn't bad.
Definitely, I could see that. It's something I actually have never thought about that till you just said this right now. Yet this character is the same character that's in Stripes. It's the same character that's in a couple of other movies that he did early on. So I get that, the Adam Sandler thing, and I think they both found their reach afterwards. And I mean, fuck, man, this dude came out of a comedy troupe, replaced Chevy Chase in 77, something like that. And this is his first movie. So, good one to watch. Hey guys, thank you so very much for listening to the podcast. If you think we should just do away with the movies, let us know.
Jarrett goes.
I think it should just be Jarrett goes to and each week it's just like something.
Just a topic.
Yeah, to the bathroom, to the shower, to whatever. And
why do we have earwax?
Yeah, exactly. Eric, how can people connect with us?
They can do that by going to our website, jarrettgoestothemovies.com. On Facebook, go to Jarrett Goes to the Movies and join up with the Jarrett Goes to the Movies fan page. On YouTube and Twitch, Jarrett Goes to the Movies. On those, you will want to subscribe and turn on notifications so that you will know when we go live. On Instagram and Twitter, at Jarrett Movies. Patreon, that's where you can support the winning team at patreon.com/Jarrett Goes to the Movies. Email us, jarrettgoestothemovies@gmail.com. Text us or leave us a voicemail. The number is the same either way, 714-451-6029. That's 714-451-6029. Don't forget to join us next week when we discuss the film The Life of David Gale.
Gonna be fun. That one got canceled due to a hangover that I did deserve. Thanks for sharing, Joey Bishop, David Kendrick, Chris Pulse, Simon Rogers, Barry Ferguson, Greg Ori, Clarissa James, Jacob Hahn, Joey Flake, Tess Green, Tiffany Fernald, Ross Henry, Benjamin Taylor, Armand Rieska, Mindy Ott, and Leslie Neal. That's it?
Okay, now just make a pause.
Y'all didn't throw one in? Which one is it?
Gregory.
Gregory.
Okay. Gregory.
But I like how all of those names were just like off enough for you to question every single one.
And also, they're all like new names. Like, I don't see all I appreciate so much that so many new people are sharing the show.
Well, no, they shared the Bob Saget post. And as I'm typing these out, I'm like, he's going to fucking think every single one of these
I did.
are fake.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I kept trying to fucking figure it. Like, okay, Armand Risco.
No, Gregory is the only fake one.
Gregory. Gregory. You saved the day. Hey, this has been fun. Thank you for listening to the Meatballs episode of Jared Goes to the Movies. Amy, I got you out of here an hour early.
Can't believe it.
Eric, you got packing to do, buddy. Fudge packing. Sean, drive safe going home. Casey, let's go watch some fucking Teen Mom.
We don't have Teen Mom, do we?
Yeah, we have fucking Teen Mom. Love you guys, and we will see you down the road.